What's up, man? This AD. You already know I just want to talk to you all about a couple sports things. I'm starting off for myself. We'll talk about that Pelicans game last night. 120 to 102. Uh, Pels need Zion bad. Pels need Zion bad. There's too many times where we're starting a game where we're just not able to like click on. We're not able to click on and we're getting left behind. It seems like every game we're playing catch up. Every game we start off the game down 10, 12 points and always have to play catch up. Like I don't know what's going on with the preparation regards the guys' teams, the way they start, but something needs to definitely be done because they are just too lethargic um, on starting the games. Like I don't know, maybe a lineup change. Like they maybe putting Jose in the lineup because they need some type of general or some type of person that's just gonna put them on a get them into the positions. All this slow starts are was killing them. I mean, if I can recall when we were winning, it was more or less, we were having great starts, great halves. Now we're playing catch up. I mean, basically, we look like the Lakers. I mean, we're playing catch up. We get up to it, and then we just let the team just go back and get another lead, which is. I mean, I always put that on coaching because I mean, you can't just let a team just all the way climb all the way back to tie. I think the game was like it was at a point where it was like 71-70. And then before you know it, the Lakers went on like a 22-6 run. Like, how does that happen? Like, when are you calling your timeout? I'm not trying to question Willie, but at the same time, I mean, when are you calling your timeouts? Do you have a timeout guy? Are you feeling the flow of the game? Like, what is your flow of the game? I mean, I think things like that maybe needs to be dialed back and be paid attention to towards this All-Star break because it is definitely needed. And I know everybody keeps blaming it on, everybody wants to blame it on, Zion not being there and whatnot. But last year we didn't even have Zion, and we made a complete run to the play-in tournament and eventually the playoffs against the Suns. So, I mean, the Zion thing is just to me is just an excuse because I mean we've learned to play without him. I mean we've been successful without him. We've been successful with him. It's just, I mean, a hamstring, that's a hamstring. You can't really blame that on anything. I don't blame that on anything and anybody. Like I said, I heard through a couple of people, he was ramping up, getting ready to be back at the right after the All-Star break, and then he just played 3-on-3 and hamstring. You know how those things go. But I mean, you can't blame that. I mean, you have to have lineup changes. I mean, Herb Jones not getting 10 points a game and starting, that's a big liability. Now I understand he's the defensive guy, but I mean shit, even Kawhi Leonard averaged at least 12, 13 points a game when he was a defensive stopper in San Antonio. So something needs to be done. Like, I don't know what's going on. Something needs to be done. Um, what else I want to talk about? I guess we could talk about the Saints with Derek Carr. I'm not too much of a person that's high on the Derek Carr thing, but I do understand that's the market, and that may be the best that we can go. I still think Geno Smith and I still think Daniel Jones are gonna kind of like test the market just to see if they can get any money anywhere else. I don't think Derek Carr is gonna be like the end all be all. I think personally Aaron Rodgers is gonna be back at Green Bay. I think he's taking this little 4-day retreat just to recharge. You the man in Green Bay. You're not gonna get anything that you got in Green Bay anywhere else. So, I mean, take your 4 days chill. But I mean, Derek Carr, he's a Dennis Allen guy. Me personally, I would like to have a quarterback before the draft because if we have a quarterback before the draft, then that means we go into the draft first round, get a good defensive lineman, and hopefully second and subsequent rounds, we get a couple of offensive players. I'm on the Hendon Hooker train. I'm on the Tajay Spears train. I like Zay Flowers from Boston College. I haven't really looked at too much of the offensive line yet. I do have to do that. I do see they have us drafting Keon White, which is pretty cool. There are a couple of guys. I don't have the name. I'm just gonna look like I'm gonna have to come back because I forgot the names off the top of my head while I was talking. That I would definitely love the Saints to draft at 29, or even if they trade up to possibly go get a quarterback. But that's only dependent to me personally if we don't have a quarterback. I think we're gonna get a quarterback. It's probably gonna be, I hate to say, it's probably gonna be Derek Carr, Jimmy Garoppolo. I like the Daniel Jones thing. I mean, just being honest, I even like the Geno Smith thing. I just didn't like the tail off that Geno had at the end of the season. And being is that Pete Carroll is a defensive minded coach, and we have already Dennis Allen, defensive minded coach, that fall off could happen the same way. So I don't know about that. I don't know about the Geno. I would like it. The Daniel Jones thing is very intriguing because he has the arm, he has the legs. It's just you don't know if he has the mental. And looks like the offense that we're continually to run with Pete Carmichael needs to have the brain thought process to be very, 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 very quick. It needs to be rapid. Um, Pretty ready for the All-Star game this week. Uh, what they got, the Rising Stars Friday. We'll probably tune that in. Definitely looking for the 3-point and slam dunk. Shout out to Trey Murphy. He's supposed to be in the I think it's slam dunk contest for the Pals. Let's go, let's go. And the game Sunday. Pretty interested to see if they're gonna that's how they usually do. In the beginning, they usually give the they play around. I usually call them they let the players press their B buttons, their specialty buttons, to show their specialties, and then when they'll come back and probably I think it's still the Kobe rule. I think where the 8 and 24. So they'll do that and things get serious. It always gets fun. Everybody say it gets boring, but guess what? Everyone's tuned in at 8:30, 9 o'clock Central or 9:10 Eastern, watching the last, who can make it to 163, 167 or whatever in the All-Star game. So, I mean, I'll never mind that. That's going to be a good weekend. I should have some things back. I'll come back tomorrow and speak on some things, possibly get a little bit more into Saints. Maybe if we have any more information coming on later today. But that's it. Thank you guys for tuning and get at me.